Ben, the winless run of 10 games comes to an end. How much did you and the team need that win today?
Well, a lot, just so your questions don't start with that. Yeah, 9 games, 10 games. Yeah, it's been, I just said to the boys in there, it's been really sad that we finished the season like this, because it offered so much promise not that long ago as well. You know, it was perception in football and context, because if you look at last season, we had a really torrid period between November and March pretty much, and then we revitalised ourselves towards the end of the season. I think we won 7 in 9 or something like that. We finished on a real high. This season we're finishing with more points, but it ends on a bit of a downer, because we've had, like you say, the last 10 games, and up to that point we were like looking that we could go on a good run. We had good momentum around us as well to really kick on. So, you know, it's great that we've got the win today, and it's a bit of a monkey off our back in that respect, because no one wants to go game after game with not getting wins. You know, there's a few draws in there as well, but they should have been wins as well. But we've got one more game to go to finish the season off really well, and to try and take that momentum into next season. And I think that we had the nucleus of a good. We played the conditions well today, and we wasn't as naive today. We made better decisions, and we should have, you know, killed them off a little bit more. I think with some chances that we had some really good chances, and on another day we should have taken them and you know, improved the scoreline.
You did yourself no favours by going behind early again today, but unlike recent weeks, how much better was today's reaction from going behind?
Yeah, well, clearly, you know, what I've found, I think that situation and circumstances has befitted us this, but we've had, you know, young players, maybe too many at times. You know, the core of the team has been disrupted in the last 6 weeks as well, and it's not helped. And when you find, I think, young players, when they're doing really well, I think it becomes easy for them. It's when things maybe don't go so well that they go downhill quite quickly at times, and that's, you know, because they haven't got the experience to fall back on a little bit. So I think that's probably, so it's a great learning curve for them as well. They'll be stronger for it, but ultimately we need to be better as well, you know, so that's really important. But our reaction was better. We dominated, I think, the first half. I think we did much better. And we were more resilient, more tougher. And I've got to say, probably Jimmy Doherty probably epitomised the good of us today. You know, I thought he was excellent. I thought he was excellent on Saturday as well. He gives us doggedness. That's his nickname, Dogs. But he gives us doggedness. He's full of running. He's full of bite, and he'll have a go. And you know, he'll give you an honest performance. And I think he's brilliant. I said to the boys in there, you know, everyone needs a bit of him in them as well. You know, it's the fundamental of football. You've got to go and run. You've got to go and bite. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to go and win.
Both goals were scored by Eyrie today, despite him not starting in recent weeks. How good was his performance?
I thought, first half, I thought it wasn't great. I said that to him at half time, and it's about standards of yourself. I think, you know, I think it's really important that any person has really high standards of themselves, you know, so they demand more of themselves rather than the team or the manager or whoever. You know, I think that's really important. It's got to come from within first. If it's not coming from within first, then I think you've got some serious questions. You need to get the most out of yourselves, you know, and if you're not doing it, which I don't think he was in the first half, you know, Eyrie, what is he? He's a big, cumbersome centre forward, awkward, a bit of a bully, could be with his physicality. Didn't do it in the first half, couldn't get hold of the ball for us. And I thought he was excellent in the second half. He was unplayable with some of the stuff he does. He's got to brush up on some of the other stuff as well, his quality of things. But when you have that sort of aggressiveness, brashness, and you put yourself in between the two sticks, he's going to score. He could score goals, you know. But there's something to work with there. But he's got to get more out of himself as well. You know, we've got to help him as well, but he's got to get more out of himself as well. But I thought he was really good in the second half. I thought he was unlucky to come off, actually.
As you mentioned, how important is it to carry this momentum into Saturday and ultimately next season?
It's boring, but it's every game. You want to win every game. You know, that's no different to anywhere. You want to go on and win games, and that's next game Saturday. Let's go and win that. First game of pre-season, you want to win that. You know, and it keeps going on from there. You know, want winners, ones that can have a go, and that's really important. So look, we go to Kidlington, got to respect them as well. But go there and we want to win games. You know, I want to win games, so they need to win games.
Thank you, Ben.
Cheers.